What's up, guys? It's Bitcoin George here. Just wanted to talk briefly on the economic update for the upcoming week. It is June 6th, and there's a lot going on. The markets are kind of chilling out right now. Um, but what we got coming up this week is three things that I think are important to watch. First one is the price of oil. Last week um, we touched on these March highs. Back here, oil got up to $123 back in March, and there was a lot of hysteria and craze around that. It backed off, and we've been consolidating and moving up. Last week we peaked, we closed over the weekend at 119, um, and now it's just trading sideways a little bit. We're down on the morning actually, but watch oil this week, next week, see what's going to happen with it. I think it's going to keep going up. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon, just based off of economic circumstances with inflation, supply chain issues, stuff like that. So, oil is like the biggest thing that I'm watching right now because it has a ripple effect into every industry because of freight costs, because of manufacturing costs, because of um, production stuff. There's a lot of things that are made out of oil. Not only do we use oil to run the machines that build all this stuff and the machines that transport it, but a lot of these products use oil, petroleum as the main one of the main materials in production. The other thing that was pretty crazy this week is Amazon had the stock split. So if we look at it on the 5-day chart, looks like Amazon did really bad. Um, so we zoom this guy out, and so they've already adjusted this chart. Um, but if we go back, Amazon had a 20-to-1 stock split today. So if you had one share of Amazon before, now you have 20. The market cap is still the same. The only thing that's different is the share price got cut in. Basically, you took every share and cut it up into 20 pieces, like a pie. Why that happened, I don't really know. I haven't looked into it too much, but my suspicion is probably the same. Is it's some street knowledge, and I think that just like a drug dealer, when he gets an eighth or a half, and he wants to turn it into a little bit more, what does he do? He chops it up, and he sprinkles a little extra some in there, and now he turned an eighth into a quarter, or a quarter into a half, half into a key. And basically, Amazon is enabling their more people to buy their stock. When the stock was at like $2,100 or $2,500 a share, it wasn't super appealing to retail investors because most people don't have $2,500 lying around to invest in a stock, and only to buy one share doesn't sound that appetizing to a new young investor. So this may be some predatory tactics or just in general kind of deceptive, because now you get a 20-year-old or an 18-year-old kid, and he sees that the price of Amazon is $127, and he thinks, wow, I could buy 5 shares and I'd be sitting pretty good. And truth be told, you will be good. Amazon is a great stock to own. But yeah, the stock split, and now basically they have enabled way more people to be able to purchase one whole share. So this morning it's up, which I'm not surprised about. There's probably a lot of volume on this, a lot of trading volume, and it's pumping. I would not be surprised if this continues a downtrend like it's been in, though. Not because Amazon is failing, but because Amazon cannot operate in this inflationary environment. Um, their earnings report for Q2 come out in July, so we'll have about a month and a half of time where this stock could go up. But I think once those quarter two earnings comes out, and you see that the operating cost for Amazon went way up, and their earnings per share probably going to be negative, um, I think this stock is going to perform poorly throughout summer. So that's just something to watch. And then the other thing to watch is the CPI report comes out on Friday for the month of May. We're just going to click on an article here. Investors set their sights on upcoming inflation report as the bear market rally falters. So the CPI, if you're not familiar with it, it's a way to measure inflation. And we had inflation was measured lower in March than it did, or in April than it did in March. So inflation actually cooled off a little bit, but I expect a pretty big number. It's at 8.3% right now. I would not be surprised to see inflation over 9%. A lot of people are saying inflation peak, and I think that's a sign that it has not peaked, because typically markets, whatever everyone thinks, the market does the opposite. So that's stuff to watch this week. Um, Other than that, it's actually a pretty mellow, quiet week. Not a whole lot going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's just kind of a relaxed week in the market. There might not be a lot of volatility, but come Friday, when this inflation report comes out, I think it's going to be chaos. I think inflation is going to be way higher than people are expecting, and we will have a massive overreaction, knee-jerk reaction, and you'll probably see stocks sell off on Friday, and you'll probably see the dollar go up, and you'll probably see gold and silver have a good rally on Friday. So just keep an eye on this stuff and see what happens. Other than that, just hang tight and don't make any crazy irrational decisions. Bitcoin George out.